Ida for not fully trusting the intentions of my wife's longtime male friend? My wife and I met in college and have been married for 30 plus years. In high school, she was very close friends with a guy she met in summer camp, let's call him Joe, who attended HS about an hour away, so they saw each other frequently throughout the year. My wife has always said the relationship was never remotely romantic, and I fully believe that for her part. However, I met the guy many times during college, and it was clear to me that he would gladly move beyond the friend zone if given a chance. Now my wife absolutely hates jealousy in any form and doesn't have much sympathy for insecurity either, and I knew that this friendship was important to her, so I accepted that if I wanted to be with her, this friendship came with the bargain. Near the end of college, my wife introduced Joe to one of her girlfriends, and they began dating and eventually married. Joe's wife was deeply insecure about his friendship with my wife, and apparently had the same perspective that I did about how he truly felt. Joe and my wife had not been in any real contact, beyond Christmas cards, for 25 plus years, but he continued to come up from time to time in our conversations about her HS years. Joe and his wife are currently going through a divorce, and he's taking time to drive around the country in a big RV to process the breakup. Joe decided to stop for a week in the city where we live and reached out to my wife to reconnect. She was very excited about this, and while I was somewhat ambivalent, I trust my wife 100%. Joe has been to our house a few times, and they spent a day together sightseeing in the area. My wife acknowledged that I've been welcoming and gracious during these visits, but I have told her that while I completely trust her, my perspective on how Joe truly feels about her have not changed. She's angry with me for sharing how I feel about this and thinks that I should have kept it to myself so it didn't detract from her experience reconnecting with Joe. He's moving on in a couple of days, but it would be helpful to get additional perspectives on whether or not IATA